Yo, what up? It is the 23rd of June 2024. It is currently 10:29 p.m. on a Sunday. Sorry, I didn't mean to immediately exhale. I just had a very sharp breath in that I needed to get back out. Quite a lot of mail today, because we always get mail on Sunday, but now we've also got... Oh, okay, so we have some mail from Boondocks. And it's got a present. I wonder what the present is. Dear Spoon, thanks to your donation, I was able to buy medicine. Now my pet turtle is all better. From Boondocks. Oh, well, isn't that nice? It's nice to, you know, help someone in need. We got the blue feather. Oh, look at that. Very fancy. You can barely see it because of the nighttime palette. Alright, well, let's mark that one off the list. So, that means I must have already had around 100,000 bells donated. So, next time I donate, if I donate 300,000 bells, then I should be guaranteed to get the next one, the yellow feather. I guess I'll keep that letter, but I need to, let's see, are there any letters I can throw out? I might have to go store letters. This is just a, yeah, okay. Well, let's see, Boondocks, Daisy, Poncho. Alright, let's see. Because we got, yeah, some of this is Tom Nook mail. The HRA, we can throw this out. We're probably not going to get as nice of an HRA letter next week, because if my classic room is a full set, which is why I'm getting so many points. And it's got the lucky cat, the lucky gold cat in the middle, which is a really good point item, good scoring item. So that's the orange chair and the pear wardrobe, meaning we're still a couple of fruit furniture away. Let's get this flea out of here. I need more space in my inventory. And we have the lime chair. So I believe I need to get the pineapple bed, the watermelon table, the watermelon chair, and the carpet, and then maybe a couple more things? I don't know. Alright, well, we have to water flowers today. We have to do everything. Bit of a full-on day today, I guess. Chop down our money tree. Our unsuccessful money tree. So yeah, I was hoping to play in the morning today and get turnips maybe, but I went to bed quite late. And then I didn't get much sleep, and then I just stayed in bed so long that it's basically like I got a lot of sleep anyway. That's how my days usually go. Like, I can wake up at like, it'll be like 10 a.m., but then I just won't get out of bed for like 2 hours, and so by the time I get out of bed, it's like I woke up at midday, basically. Because it takes me so long to get up on... Especially because it's cold right now, like, getting up is like hard. Especially when I don't have any reason to, really. Yes, Monkey, do you have a favorite place? You know, a place where you can take a midday nap when you're tired? Uh-oh, me? Well, then you're out. Sometimes I like to snooze on your floor. That's very weird. I don't actually take naps. I've never been good at naps, which is a weird thing to say, because you'd think it's just, you don't have to be good at it, but I guess what I mean is, like, I'm not good at, I'm really bad at just, like, getting to sleep. Like, it takes me ages for me to get to sleep. So the idea of just, like, in the middle of the day sleeping is, very foreign to me. I mean, if I am gonna nap, then it's like, I'll be just, like, lying down. Like, I won't be specifically asleep, like, unconscious asleep, but I will be, like, you know... not doing anything, so it's like kind of like I'm napping. But no, I can't fall asleep in the middle of the day because I can barely fall asleep at night. And I know Shouldn't be using tech before you go to bed. You shouldn't be doing most of the stuff that I'm doing before I go to bed. But you know what? It's true. Yeah, I don't have anything to argue against that, but it's, yeah. So my phone is kind of low. And I can't think of a good way to, well, because if I get this on shard, it's, like, kind of difficult. There are methods, I suppose. Or I could just do this episode so quickly that it won't matter. But I started this episode and my phone was at 40%, and I got a warning just then that I was at 20%, which means my battery must be draining really quickly. Boss, I need your opinion on the mysterious swell shirt. I think it's so cool. The shape is great and it's both risky and tasteful. I sure would like to wear one. It would look so good, I just know it. Swell shirt. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Well. And I signed up for the Happy Room again. I've read this one a million times. Ah, yeah, you're so bummed. Oh, let's listen to this eavesdropping. Hey, Cube, I've got a mystery for you. How come seawater's so salty, but river water isn't? Makes you think, doesn't it? Marina, what's so mysterious about that? Seems obvious to me. Someone has to be pouring sugar in those rivers, you know, to balance the salt. All this talk is making me thirsty. Cube, don't. You can't drink river water. You don't know where it's been. Been? What do you mean? I know exactly where it's been. In the river. Oh, I get it. Don't worry. I'll be sure to leave some for you. Classic Cube. The river water's been in the river. I mean, I think the worst one's like lake water. Because like lakes, pretty much any lake that's close to like suburbia, I think is gonna have something being pumped into it. There's like that one lake in India. I think it's a lake. It's like a big lake, and it's like, I don't know what religion. It might be Buddhist or Hindu. I think it's Hinduist. Like, that there's like a couple of sacred locations that were like struck by... They became sacred locations because they were like... I think it was like struck by like godly rays or something like, or like a meteor or something like that. Something otherworldly that wouldn't otherwise be able to be explained. And like one of them hit that river, and so that's like a tradition is that like every year or something they gather at that lake. It's a lake, I think, and they'll like you know, be in it. Except if you look at the lake, it's like all like it's really gross. It's like all brown because it's like, oh, I do need this gyroid. It's all brown because it's like a dirty lake where they like dump trash and stuff. It's I don't remember what it was called or what the event is even called. So it's a very good story in that regard. One time there was a thing, and the thing was a thing, and then the other thing was also a thing, which is a bit of fun trivia. Now, you know, on that Trivial Pursuit category, you're gonna be scoring 10 out of 10. Trivial Pursuit kind of annoys me. It's like... Because if you get, like, the standard version of the game, it's not localized. So, like, you get a lot of... Like, the sports category, I don't know why Americans care so much about college football, but apparently it's, like, the biggest thing in the entire country. Because, like, every third sports question in Trivial Pursuit is about some college football team that I'm supposed to know, I guess. Like, why do we care if they're in college? Why don't we wait till they graduate to care about them? Well, one, we don't call it college here, at least not generally. I mean, I guess we call it football, though. We're in good company in that regard. But I mean, if you get like a version of the game that's like Australian Trivial Pursuit, I feel like it's going to be way too like pandery. I don't know. Like I want the trivia to be general enough that anyone, at least in like the like, English-speaking circle in those societies should be able to know it. Not, like... It shouldn't be ultra-specific to any particular country, I guess. That's how I feel about that. Between you and me, I don't like to have people I hate over to my place. Even so, and I hope you know this, you're always welcome here. That's good, Peewee. Because I've never made a precedent to, you know, like, ask. I mean, I do knock before I enter every house. It's just that I knock and then immediately enter. So it's kind of like, if you just were like, hello, I'm coming in. Like, you don't even, you're just telling them at that point. You're not even asking, you know? Yeah, but I like trivia, though. I mean, I like learning stuff, so trivia is just the, you know... Oh, Mega Drilloid, that's also new. Nice lucky streak with the gyroids today. I need to go dump these outside the house, though, because I don't have any pocket space. Yeah, but I like learning stuff, and so trivia is fun because it's basically just flexing how much you know about things. But... like, if, you know, those trivia games, they can be immediately become very unfun the moment that, like, well, not the moment, like, if the game is just set up in a very, like, to a very specific demographic that you're not in. Because there's so many things you can be specifically, you know, knowledgeable on, which also means there's so many things that you can just not know. But I guess part of the fun of Trivial Pursuit is not knowing the answers. Because if everyone doesn't know, then it's really funny just, like, everyone looking around like, does anyone even have any idea what this is talking about? Hey, you know, I've been meaning to ask you something. Can I come see your place? Not right now. I guess I don't know. Because, like, you'd think intuitively, like, being the best at trivia would be cool, because then you could win those games. But then I wonder if being, like, you know, high, like, you know, like, high up, you know, what am I saying? Like, you know, above and beyond, like, the best player in the game, I wonder if that would be, like, boring almost, because, you know, you just outright beat everyone else. I guess it's also pretty subjective what subjects are worth being covered in stuff. Like, I don't have any particular authority for any particular type of trivia to appear over another. But I'd be interested in writing a trivia game. Like, it's all stuff I know. I think I could fill out all of the categories of Trivial Pursuit pretty well. There's not a politics category, is there? I mean, I know a decent amount of, like, U.S. president history. You could put a thing in about, like, you know, Teddy Roosevelt owning a bear and all the presidential pets. I don't know any political history of, like, anywhere else in the entire world, including my own country, though, so, yeah, I'd fall flat a little bit there. What are the categories? There's 6. There's, what is it? There's sports, I think entertainment, or, like theater? It's, like, entertainment / theater, I think. Oh, what else is there? I've done 2 so far. What other categories are there? Unless art is its own. I think art might be a category. Alright, I kind of want to look it up now so that I can set the record straight. I don't know what record I'm setting because I've clearly shown that I don't know the categories. At least not off the top of my head. I went too far down. Oh, here we go. So, I had the paired wardrobe, but not the paired dresser. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5. Okay, let me think. There's history, sports, art, and then 3 more. The other half. Well, those categories clearly aren't as good if I can't remember them. Let me look them up while I'm doing this monotonous task. We're gonna look up... Oh god, I've got so many tabs open. I'm like having to split my attention between my scrolling. Ah, here we go. Okay. Trivial Pursuit. Oh, I've got the hiccups. I had pizza. I ate it too fast and now I've got the hiccups. God, the base Trivial Pursuit box is really boring. What are the bloody categories? It's probably on its Wikipedia page. This in itself is the pursuit of trivia. I'm trying to figure out what the categories are. Alright, here we go. We have... Geography, entertainment, history, arts and literature, science and nature, and sports and leisure. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I like geography questions, but I'm bad. I know, in terms of my geography, like, I never studied it or anything. I, got interested in geography, like, last year, I think, and then I started learning the country locations, which I'm still decent at. I haven't really trained it. It's a muscle I haven't trained in a while. But I generally still know the location. Like, at the very least, I know what continents each country is in, which, you know, is more than what some other people can say, I guess. But yeah, okay, I'm maxed out on all this. Most countries I could point to on a map, and you know, at worst, I think I would point to, like, the general area. But there's a couple, like Africa. If you've ever tried to figure out all the countries in Africa, you'll know. There's so many that are, like, that flip you, like, you know, not flip you out, you know, mix you up, I guess. There's, like, Mauritania, Mauritius, Mali, Malawi. All 4 of those, God. From what I recall, Mauritius is the island, in the south... I think it's the furthest southeast island in Africa. That's Mauritius. It might not be pronounced that. I've only pronounced it from what I've seen of it. I've never heard someone say it before. Mauritania is, like, northwest in Africa. Then Mali, I believe, is next to it. And then Malawi is in, you know, like, southwest of Africa. Southeast. Oh, God. Mauritius is southeast. Malawi is southeast, and then Mauritania and Mali are northwest. Okay, I think but yeah, stuff like that. So I guess I know my geography. I mean, like I said, I don't know capitals, and also geography. That's like a very broad category, because really you could... Just as long as a question has something to do with a country, which a lot of history questions have a lot to do with a country. So, like, history and geography, I feel like, overlap. I think that's kind of how it was in school as well. That's what I didn't like about geography. I remembered with geography in school that, like, it didn't feel like we were learning anything about the world. It kind of just felt like we were learning a different version of history, which I think was just my geography classes not being very good, but I never took it further. I kind of wish I did there, or at the very least I kind of wish I had learned about proper geography earlier in the case that those classes would have been bad, and which, you know, I'm not taking off the table necessarily. Putting off the table. Alright, I think I've watered every flower. Unless... Okay, I need to grab this one. There we go. But yeah, Trivia... What other categories are there at Trivia Pursuit again? I already forgot them all. So yeah, geography I feel like I'm fine at. Entertainment is like so many things, but I mean, I like movies, and I could probably name a good amount of things about movies. I like games, which would probably be in some of the more recent Trivial Pursuits. I like even board games. I mean, board games I don't know very much about trivia-wise. And then, what else? Buck is one of the categories. History. History, I'm kinda, yeah. I mean, I studied ancient history in high school as my, like, one of my final classes, but I didn't do modern history because, in my opinion, modern history is really boring. Modern history, from what I've, like, participated in, it's basically just learning about different wars that happened. Like, ancient history is cool to me because you learn about the way people lived, which is very interesting because of how differently they lived, especially, lack of technology. But modern history, like, the biggest jump would have been like the Industrial Revolution, which obviously was a big thing. But I mean, modern history is very broad still. Like, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember when the cutoff is specifically, but like the Black Plague, for example, is part of, I guess I should say the Black Death, because the plague itself still exists. The Black Death is considered modern history, for example, which, I mean, grand scheme of things, obviously, pretty much anything, any year with any 4-digit year is super modern in comparison to like ancient Rome, which is like in the BCs. You a big fish chicken or something? You gotta see my new fish. This thing is so ripped, even its fins have muscles. That's not healthy. You should get that checked out. Oh, man. Okay, so I have to... Okay, let me just... Oh, wait. I have to pick up this flower and put down this flower. There we go. I want to have these black cosmos line the sides. Maybe I could have some sun cosmos alternate with the red ones, so it looks a little bit more like a little pattern. I don't know. Okay, let's go do some final stuff, and I'll wrap up. I'm surprised my phone hasn't gone down to 10% yet. It's still chugging along. History, I can find out. Arts and literature. See, like, arts, what does that mean? Because... Wait, what? Oh. Most forms of, Wait, what? Weird. Some of those sound effects weren't playing. I'm not going crazy. I definitely didn't hear some sounds there. Yeah, with... Oh, yeah, like, what's the... Like, art... I'm assuming... So, arts would be, like... Because the arts includes, painting... anything drawing related, anything, I guess, I don't know, I feel like arts and, like, literature, so arts, obviously, it would have poetry and stuff like that, so I guess entertainment would be more reserved for modern stuff, whereas arts and literature would probably be more legacy things, like, I'm assuming a play, like a Shakespearean play, would be considered part of arts and literature over entertainment, because even though you could technically be entertained by a Shakespeare play, you're more likely to be studying it as literature. I guess it's like how it would be viewed in a educational setting would be how it fits into a specific category. There we go, I got Tangy some medicine. Bit of a blurry shot at the moment. And then the final, science and nature, which, yeah, I'm not great with science. I never liked learning science in school. Not because I don't like science, because I never liked the method in which science was taught in school. I think I talked about this, maybe I haven't. I just find it, I don't know. I found the learning style very repetitive. I found constantly doing experiments that I didn't find particularly, interesting. I never really liked any of it. But I like what science implies about the world. I think it's cool. I don't deny science or anything, but I never found it fun to learn. And then sports and leisure is the final category, which would probably be my worst one, because I don't don't play sports. I don't look. I mean, even then, if you play sports, that doesn't mean you know sports. Like, studying sports is a bit of a taboo, well, not a taboo thing, but a bit of a less common thing, I would assume, because, I mean, I guess entertainment is kind of in a similar boat. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this, I guess, trivia-themed episode, where I didn't actually tell any trivia, I just talked about the game Trivial Pursuit, which I suppose, in a sense, it was trivia, because it was trivia about the game Trivial Pursuit. But other than that, no, this was like a completely useless a trivia episode. Yeah, that's going to be it for today. I think. Oh man, I always do this hesitating thing. Did I talk to everyone? Yes. Watered every flower, went to the shops. Alright. Yes, I've done everything today. Alright. Yeah, that's going to be it for today. Turn off. There we go.